subscribe. Tariq Radio. Like and subscribe.
Juicy, what's up, beloved?
Peace and power, King Tariq. Shout out to the family in the space. Hey, what I wanted to tell you, I dropped a screenshot of the 2020 presidential election in Georgia because remember, everybody was waiting on final results. And
Yes.
just recently, this year, I'm on my way into work, and I hear on the radio that some uncounted ballots showed up out of nowhere that suspected some type of voter interference.
Mm,
So this is before the presidential debate between Joe Biden and Trump. We started to hear the press started coming. I think it was NPR. I'm trying to locate it now, but I listened to a jazz station, 91.9, which is ran by Clark Atlanta's school. They have their own radio station that broadcasts all over, and they made an announcement that there had been some type of voter or ballot compromise because these ballots showed up out
mm,
of nowhere. So I think that Fannie, she got reelected, and with that those charges being dropped and young thug getting out and Trump still having some legal issues, I think they're going to end up re-examining the 2020 election, and there may be some fraud stuff on their
yeah.
side. So I think all this stuff might backfire. Just
Yeah,
wanted to share
man,
that.
that's such a good point, beloved. Yeah, I think because now Trump is in office now, Trump is going to have a real thorough investigation. And some of these folks are shaking in their boots. That's why they tried to take him out. The chick out there in New York, the Letitia James, that's her name, the attorney general or whatever she is, who was prosecuting Trump. She's looking real nervous. She's looking nervous because the hammer is gonna go down. Fonnie Willis, we don't know where she is, but they've already dropped the hammer on her. So yeah, it's about to get very interesting. I think Trump is going to launch an investigation on that 2020 election, and they're going to uncover some stuff, and it's going to get real deep. El Salvador.
Hey Tariq, what's up, fella? I wanted to ask you about this idea of blackfacing. Obviously, everyone knows that white guys in blackface is offensive and deeply rude, but nobody ever talks about how offensive it is for Jamaican Indian women to blackface. And the reason that I bring this up isn't just, you've talked about this before, but there was something else that I wanted you to comment on, which is that throughout her speeches, Kamala would do this thing where she would adopt an Ebonics accent when she was talking to a black crowd, or she would adopt a Hispanic accent when she talked to a Hispanic crowd, and she would adopt like a Southern accent when she talked to Southern whites. And I'm wondering about your thoughts on the idea of her being a shapeshifter of sorts socially.
No, I mean she's just a panderer, man. She's just pandering, and she didn't know how to read the room, and we kept telling her how offensive that was, and she just doubled down on it. So she's just pandering, and nothing more, nothing less, nothing Machiavellian about it. It was just her pandering. Let's get Shanna Rama. What's up, Shanna Rama?
Yes, thank you.
How are you, Shannon?
I'm good. How about you, honey?
I am good. What's on your mind, ma'am?
Honey, every time Kamala spoke to a different state, she honestly had a different accent. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. And yeah, we saw it, and it was very inauthentic, and it just people saw it for what it was. It backfired on them. You know?
Yep. And as a Southern girl, I mean, you noticed this accent. It was like crazy. But the number one thing, because I'm a libertarian,
Mm-hmm.
the number one thing was she kept on pushing abortion. And abortion was not the number one thing in our, I'm speaking from a libertarian point of view. It was economy, border. Number 3 or 4 thing was abortion.
Yeah, Yeah, and yeah, that was her only platform. She kept pushing that abortion thing, and it just wasn't resonating with people, especially with the black community. We're not asking for no damn abortion, so it just wasn't resonating. Let's get Kinetic to America.
Yes, Tariq. I'm very disappointed with the results of the election. I'm worried about my familia that was here. I'm worried about everything that I have going on, my businesses, and this just was a very tumultuous loss for the black community and for all of us.
And by the way, hold on, let people know who you. This is the Puerto Rican guy who I debated last week, who tried to falsely claim he was a foundational Black American, but we clearly called him out. So, so yeah, how do you feel now, man? Some of your folks, are any of your people gonna get deported? What's the deal?
No, no one's gonna get deported in my family because everybody's from here. Like I said before, we're foundational. If you watch the documentary on PBS, however, we're
You're
worried about.
you're not foundational to America. You're not. You're foundational to Puerto Rico.
No, no, no. Because if you watch the documentary, technically we're foundational to the United States because we
You're
built
not.
the Wall Street, we built everything
Did
basically.
you didn't build Wall Street? Puerto Ricans didn't build Wall Street.
Well, we were the first stocks and bonds on Wall Street. We
No,
were the
how would a
we were the first commodities
Puerto Rican build Wall Street?
by building by physical labor. We were the first stocks and bonds on Wall Street. And like I said last week, we did the textile work in the north and we did
No,
the agricultural work in the south.
no, you didn't. That's not true. That's just not true.
Well, that's besides the point.
It's,
Kamala 2026.
no, it's
We,
not.
we're going.
You just can't lie and then change the subject. No, that's not true. There were no Puerto Ricans building nothing. You know, no, everything you're saying is just not true. But go ahead.
It wasn't just Puerto Ricans. This was a full. This was the whole Latino. This was Latina that
No, no,
our whole culture
no,
participated,
that's not true.
and we're also foundational Black Americans.
You're not, sir. You're not foundational Black Americans and Latino. No, you're not.
You don't respect our ethnogenesis, but you
Didn't
expect us
have
to respect your ethnogenesis. I don't
sir,
understand how that works.
you're Puerto Rican. You're not foundational, sir. If you're Puerto Rican, you're not foundational.
I was not born in Puerto Rico. This is my land right here. And if you watch the documentary, it clearly says, do you know about Juan Crow? Do you know the history of Juan?
It's not your land, sir. You're Puerto Rican, sir. And this didn't become a part of the U.S. The Puerto Rico didn't become a U.S. territory until mid 19, early 1900s. So yeah, during the foundation of this country, you had zero to do with it, sir. We just want to make that fact acknowledged, sir. That's all we want to
Do you know the history of Juan Crow? We were here. We endured everything.
do.
There's nothing your culture went through
Sir,
exclusive
Juan
that we didn't go.
Juan crow is something that you eat with rice and beans, sir. There's no Juan crow. The term Juan crow was made up in 2008 by a journalist. There was no such thing as Juan crow, sir. All right? That was made up.
They said we couldn't eat. They said we couldn't come in a restaurant. The blacks, the dogs, and the animals, and also we had the ethnogenesis that you guys tried to ignore.
There was a couple of restaurants in Texas who did that, sir. There was a couple of restaurants in Texas, but other than that, there was no Juan Crow. White Latinos were really not discriminated against. Y'all were not over here in significant numbers. You didn't build anything, sir. You just can't try to rewrite history, sir. You can't do that. All right. So how do you feel about
You see if Kamala would have won the election, these right wing talking points wouldn't have any leeway in American and our lexicon. These are right wing talking points that you got from your white daddy.
oh,
All of these.
well, sir, white daddy is on the island of Puerto Rico. You're the ones who are 80% classifying yourself as white. That island, 80% of the people classify themselves as white, sir. So that's where the white daddy is. That's Poppy. You got
No,
Blanco Papi. But go ahead.
I highly resent this with everything that you're saying to me. Because the proof is in the pudding that you have a history of skin bleaching. Michael Jackson, he skin bleached. He wanted to be white. A lot of you guys want to be white. You get your hair done, to look like European.
Michael had vitiligo, and the skin bleaching is over in the Caribbean, really, but we don't have to skin bleach. Because
You guys do skin bleach because if you look at Beyonce's new campaign, the Cowboy Carter, you can see she's lighter. You can see the hair is blonde.
y'all say that about Beyonce. Anytime Beyonce take a picture and they add extra lighting, y'all tethers run talking about some skin bleaching or whatever. The woman has all types of magnificent lighting. That's it. She's in different lighting. That's all. Ain't nobody doing all of that. Nobody trying to be like you guys.
And, and your spouse, your wife is she's half white, and also Marcus Sanders. I know about that as well. I took this time to do my little research on you this week, and I found out about your tax liens, and I found out that your name is Marcus Sanders.
Really?
Yeah, and your wife is white. She's half white, and she's Haitian as well. She's a non FBA, so I'm more FBA than your wife.
My wife ain't Haitian. My wife's
Yeah, we saw the pictures of your mother-in-law in Haiti doing missionary work, and we saw your wife, and she looks like a Haitian. She has a Haitian phenotype.
nothing.
And your name is Marcus Sanders. It's not
Yeah,
Tariq Nasheed.
right. Yeah, sure. That's been debunked. But I'll be Marcus Sanders. Did you pull up that fake FBI file where I killed all these people and all that stuff? You pull that up
Yeah,
too?
we also know you did time. So this is what I'm saying. I don't appreciate you.
Yeah, dude. Okay. Y'all family. Y'all say this, and this is what you tethers do. Y'all say the same lying talking points. And this is when you know you're losing. Then y'all start lying about my queen, my black foundational black American queen. Y'all start lying about my beautiful black wife because you guys are very jealous because some of you dudes are moist and you want to be my wife. Y'all have a y'all take pictures and then y'all cut out my wife's picture and put your picture in it. That's how moist you guys are. And then you try to make my wife a tether. My wife is not a tether. My wife's father is foundational black American. She's not Haitian. You tethers are desperate. And all of that. You're always trying to tie me to different crimes. Lord.
I don't understand how you lead the black community astray. You have a lot of minions in here that want to hear you.
But nobody wants to hear a lie. I mean, you tethers, family, you tethers sit up and lie all the time. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why Kamala got washed. The Democrats lost bigly because foundational Black Americans are tired of you lying, deceptive tethers. That's why we don't really have no sympathy for you and your family about to get deported. Some of your folks are getting deported. And that's why we ain't really tripping on it because it's like, okay, it's like good riddance. We don't need more lying tethers over here, sir. Damn. And now you're not gonna get the debit cards with all the food on it. You're not getting it. Good.
I'm a foundational black American, so I can't be
Your
deported.
foundation on nothing, sir. You're a funky.
Your wife may can be deported, but I can't be deported. I'm full foundational black American.
No, you're not, sir. You're full tether. You're trying to cosplay as us. You understand? And you wish you were my wife, sir. You wish you were my wife. You're jealous of a woman because you're very moist. That's something that a moist dude would do. Just make up lies about a woman when dudes, like women lie about women. But when a dude lies about a woman, that's very moist. Why are you lying on a woman, dude? You want to be one, dude? You want to be the replacement? You want to put on some Puerto Rican pants that skin tight with a
You have me like 7 times muted, dude. But listen to this.
yeah. You want to put on some pants, some booty shorts with a Puerto Rican flag on it. That's
Being that Kamala lost.
okay. Anyway, I don't want to hear more tether babble. Let me get some more. I'm not going to subject family to just a lying tether who's just saying anything. That's what these tethers are very desperate. They just get to saying anything. Lord, it's not even worth debunking. Your lies ain't even creative. Thank goodness the deportations are coming in, ladies and gentlemen. This is why some of you non-FBA folks in here, some of you are very nervous, and some of you are cool people. Some of the non-FBA people are very cool. But let me tell you something. Your fellow immigrants like that, people from these immigrant backgrounds, that's the problem right there. They come from a culture of lying and scamming, and they want to bring that over here. and then we get fed up with it. We're tired of it. So it's time to go. Man, let's get Elon Musk in the building. Let's get Elon Musk.
Oh, and Tariq
How you doing?
and everybody. I just have one.
You got what? Go ahead, brother. It might be a double mute, but unmute yourself. Elon, unmute yourself.
Dang. There we go. Yeah, it was a double mute. I put something in the chat. It's very important regarding new President-elect Trump, as far as the Republicans having control of the Senate, the House, and the Supreme Court. So he's pushing for congressional term limits. So when that one three-legged monster that was in here earlier, Giselle, when she's saying there's no benefit, that's a huge benefit to Black people, to foundational Black Americans, because now we're going to have people who are not going to be able to stay in Congress for 20, 30, 40 years. And it's going to be able to be a very progressive movement for people like us.
Yeah. Yes. And you brought up a good point. A lot of the Rollins and all these people are whining about they're gonna they're gonna put a bunch of conservatives and it's gonna be a bunch of conservatives here and a conservative there and conservative judges and we need conservative Supreme Court. You know what? That's okay. That's okay. What's so bad about what the conservatives are doing? In fact, some of the stuff that they're doing, I like. To be honest, some of the stuff the conservatives are putting together, I like. We actually need it. I ain't got a problem with it. Some of the stuff with the kids and all that, the stuff with the children, they're taking that away. I like that. Doing all this weird stuff with kids. Yeah, I like them taking all that stuff away. Letting people flood the nation and take up all our resources and stopping that. I like that. Not letting people get EBT cards with our tax dollars on it, stopping them from doing that. I like that. Stopping anchor babies from being popped off over here that we got to take care of and we don't benefit from. These folks come over here and drop their kids off and then have vitriol and raise these little vitriolic tethers who come in and crap on us. Yeah, I ain't got a problem with that. I ain't got a problem with none of that. So yeah, what's the negative? Yeah, the negative policies are coming from the damn liberals. Yeah, let's get Ola Dapo. Oladapo. Oladapo, unmute your microphone, sir. Mr. Oladapo, we're waiting on him to get it together. Oh, he'll get back up in a minute. Let's get Solon. Let's get Solon in the building. Mr. Solon, hop on in, sir.
Hey, good evening. How you doing tonight,
I'm,
Tariq?
I'm good, brother. How are you?
I'm just a little under the weather. Back in my hometown of Las Vegas, home with the Raiders, Silver Knights. But that's besides the point. So, I have two questions. So, Tariq, given the importance of the political influence and advocacy for securing reparations and protecting the interests of foundational Black Americans, have we ever considered like establishing a FBA pack? So that could be instrumental in supporting like candidates and policies aligned with our interests, especially on the issues like reparations or community-led policing or economic development. And then my second question is, Tariq, there's been a huge, long-standing issue of the Asian communities taking over industries that foundational Black Americans initially pioneered, such as the beauty supply chain and the dry cleaning sectors. There's a shift that has led to significant economic loss in our communities. So, with these businesses now primarily owned by non-Black people, could you cover this topic in Hidden Color 6, exploring how these industries were taken over, the systematic factors that enable this, and the ways that foundational Black Americans can reclaim and build on these economic spaces? Also, cover the $5 Africans as well. So that's all I got.
And good stuff, man. You know what? That's a good topic to cover in the new Hidden Colors movie too. Talk about how some of these industries were taken over by some of these foreigners and really go into that. I think we touched on that in one of the hidden colors, but we do need to reiterate that and go real deep about it because yeah, these people were able to take over the hair care industry because when they came over, remember they would come over here. Black people, we we had our hair care industries, and many of them were generationally owned. They'd been around for a while, but there were not any new black owned ones popping up, really because during the late 70s and 80s, we just couldn't get the capital to do that because we didn't have the line of credit. But these foreigners, when they come over, this is what folks just really, really have to understand. When these foreigners come over, when they immigrate here, when the Koreans, all these people, when they get here, you don't bring your bad credit with you. You understand? A lot of these people, when they come over here, your credit and the stuff you did back in Asia, that's not applicable here. So you come over here, you get a new ID, you get a new social security card. When you get a new ID social security card, that's a new line of credit. You understand? So you literally get a fresh start. So you go in there with that fresh credit, go right into a bank, bam, they'll get a check for you. You get something. Whereas we have to take that debt that's been accumulated over the years. We have to carry that with us all the time. So that is a factor. We have to acknowledge all that stuff. So it's not about bootstrapism. Nobody came over here and worked harder. No, you came over here and you got a whole new lease on life. Your whole credit line, your child support, your jail record, all of that was left back in Asia somewhere. You see? And all these people coming across the border, we have to understand you got straight up criminal gangs coming across the border. They're undocumented. These folks can come over here the minute they get an ID. You got some person who was a stone cold criminal back in Venezuela somewhere. You come over here, they got an 800 credit score. No jail record over here, no child support over here, nothing. You get a fresh damn start. Where hell, over here, you get a juvenile record. Hell, black folks get a one felony. You can't get a job for the rest of your damn life. You understand? So we get certain things that's put on us that sticks with us forever that we got to shake off. So yeah, we got to put everything in perspective. It's not an equal playing field whatsoever, and other people are deliberately elevated, and we have to look at all the nuances that go into that. All right, let's get some more people in the building. Shout out to everybody who's tuning in because we do have a lot of people. I see. Let me look down here. We got Red Joker. Everybody give a Majara hand for Red Joker. We got Nice D Girl. We got Wani, the lovely Wani spots down there on the bottom. Shout out to everybody in the building. All right. Let's get okay. T.S. Giselle, you giving all these thumbs up. I don't know what you want. Aloe, what's up, Aloe?
Hi, can you hear me now?
What's up, Aloe?
Hey, man, just a couple questions here. With the new administration and these policies, what is the FBA doing to, I guess, align and capitalize and monetize with this new administration? And second, Tariq, as a longtime listener, what are you doing to get face to face with Trump? Because I think you at the table with him, I think you two would get along well.
Yeah,
I think he would understand where you're coming from, and I think he would accept, and invite that you two, coming together
yeah.
and speaking.
A very good question. Yeah, I would love to come and chop it up and kind of network and figure out some things that would be beneficial to the foundational Black American community. I would sit down and love to have that conversation with them, and I think it will happen at one point. I actually think it will happen. But as far as what foundational Black Americans are going to do, as far as this new administration to monetize, we're going to do what we are. It's 43 million of us, so many of us are already on the ground. doing a lot of grassroots efforts to just get everybody on code to let folks know that we should be agenda and policy based, and we should um, get codified around certain policies and agendas. So we're doing the work already. So we're already doing a lot of phenomenal things. And again, the reason why the Democrats were um, put out to the pasture, they crashed and burned. That was the efforts of the foundational Black American grassroots doing that. Let's be very, very clear on that. Let's get Abia disease. Well, I know I'm butchering your name. Abia disease. Let me know how to pronounce your name, sir. The brother with the Somali flag. Abia disease. I know I'm butchering that name. Unmute your microphone, sir. All right, I'm gonna give you a chance. I'll give you about 10 seconds to unmute your microphone. Okay, he got up out of here. So I guess he didn't really have anything to say. All right, we're gonna get a couple of more folks in here. We get a couple of more people in here. Raise your hand if you're ready to get on. Let's do it like that. Because we almost got 2,000 people in the building. Raise your hand if you are ready to get on. If you're ready to talk and you can unmute your microphone, let's raise your hand, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Let's get I'm looking down. Let's get, hold on. Let's get Ty Powell. Where you at, Ty? Okay, where's Ty? Okay, let me get the Black Republican in there. We'll get the Black Republican, then we'll get Ty if I can find you. Black Republican, what's up, brother? All right, Black Republican, unmute your microphone. All right, y'all got to come on with it now. Come on with it. Come on with it. Come on with it. Let me get Ty Powell. Hop on. All right, let's get Gokuda. Hey, Gokuda, what's up, brother? It don't make no sense for somebody's phone to be that janky. That don't make no sense, brother. How, how do you use a CB? This nigga has a CB. That's not even a cell phone. You calling from a CB, brother. This dude's a trucker. All right, let's get Sir Shogun. All right, Sir Shogun in the building. That's a ridiculous whack phone old boy had. Sir Shogun, what's up, brother?
What's going on, black man? How you doing, brother?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm all right. I just gotta say something about your boy Roland Martin, man. He's like a bunny rabbit trying to find this damn piece of carrot, man. He don't know what to do now that they lost the
Oh,
situation.
oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Hey, what he say? You stupid fools!
Roland, they've been crashing out for the last couple of days over on Roland's joint, boy. They've been listen, that Boule class, now the money's about to dry up because the dominant society, they're realizing how useless they are. See, that Boule class, the only reason they kind of get a foothold in with the dominant society is that they trick the dominant society into believing that there's some type of liaison to the black community. They can get the black community and influence the black community to do what they want them to do. And nothing can be further from the truth. The black grassroots don't roll with them clowns. They ain't running nothing. Don't nobody take them seriously at all. And now their white paymasters are about to see, hey, you guys are useless. Now, these little old crumb jobs that they get, those are about to dry up because now the Trump administration is popping off. So now they don't need these liberal commentators for any of these news shows like that. Um, Also, the white liberals and the DNC, they're like, okay, we don't need to put them on no more. The only reason we had them on there is because, they were going to be some type of influencer for the black community, and they're not even doing that. So why are we wasting money on them? It's going to be down bad for some of these boule bootlegs. It's going to be real bad. Let's get scholars in the building. Scholars, scholars, scholars. What's happening?
Hey Tariq, how you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm doing good. I just wanted to get your opinion about the election. I had a question. I wanted to know if you could do me a favor and put a girl on.
Oh, it's you. It's this put a girl on guy. Good grief. You haven't
Put
got
a girl on.
hold on,
Put a girl on.
dude, you ain't got no ass yet. Ain't no woman come through for you?
Put a girl on.
Brother, save you some money and go get you some trick off your money or something. You need a woman, brother. Go get you somebody. I'll put a girl on, but you're gonna have to give her a couple of dollars because you lame. They're not just gonna kick it with you just to kick it. We can find somebody to lay up with you, but you got to come out about 200-300 of them dollars. Because you call up begging for a girl all the time. Yeah, well, you gotta bathe, brother, and brush your teeth and get your hairline together. You get a girl on you. You can put a girl on yourself. Be Aziz. Be Aziz. Hop on. All right. Unmute your microphone, sir. All right. Now we got this Somalian guy who don't know how to work a phone. He got a whole bunch of delivery apps on his phone and he's lost. He got Cash App, Lyft, Postmates, Uber Eats, Grubhub. He got everything on his phone. Yeah. OnlyFans. He does a lot for money. So he has way too many apps on his phone and he's getting confused. And it's messing up his microphone. All right. Let's get MK in the building. MK. MK.
Hey, it's Mira. Hi. I wanted to point out, I don't know if you guys discussed this, but Van Jones, like his biggest takeaway was a trans kid's rights and trans. And like that just went to show how out of touch the Democrats are, like with the black community and our needs, because our big concerns were the economy, reparations, tangibles, and I don't know, it really got to me, like, why are you discussing trans kids and trans rights? Like, that's on the bottom of our list. So I not sure if you guys covered that, but I was like, come on, Van Jones, like this is really ridiculous. I know TSL is probably gonna come for me, but that's not on our list of priorities.
It is really not. Absolutely not. And how did you feel seeing Kamala doing all that black woman cosplaying? How did you feel about that?
Oh, it really infuriated me. Working in corporate, we see them every day. We saw right through her. She does not represent black women. She's the reason why I voted for Trump, to be honest with you, because it was just so infuriating seeing her get up there, the collard greens, the switching of the accents, and how people were like, "Oh, she's code switching," and it's like everything we're seeing from her is about Hindu and Indian, and we are her black family members.
Right.
We haven't seen one.
Hmm. Yeah, thank you so much, beloved. And that's
You're
what
one.
I'm telling people, man. There was a very large, significant number of black women who were actually offended by Kamala Harris and her cosplaying. But the Democrats didn't want to listen to that because they're so used to dictating everything to black people and telling us what we're supposed to like. They have this paternalistic plantation master relationship where they're supposed to tell us what the business is. We can't tell them. We're telling them, hey, man, that's kind of offensive. The sisters don't really like it. Oh, shut up. No, no, she's a black woman. You can't tell her. Yeah, she's the queen of the black women. Come on now, shut up. All right. Now you learn the hard way. You watch her campaign crash and burn. It's all good to me. But anyway, man, let me get up out of here, man. It's been real. We had a great conversation tonight. Listen, go to rootworkstyle.com to get the Rootwork deodorant, rootworkstyle.com. Go to officialfba.com to get the Foundational Black American Race Beta book and the Foundational Black American flag, the Foundational Black American hat, the whole shebang. And also go to hiddenhistorymuseum.com, make a contribution to the Hidden History Museum, and also get the book Hidden Heroes from A to Z. All right, you guys have a great evening or have a great day. Public Puppy Akute Lalavuvi to the family. Peace.